Capricorn, it's Arhinna, your tarot life coach, bringing you your February reads. Hope everybody is doing wonderful. I want to apologize about being gone for a while. I cut myself washing dishes with a coffee mug that got lodged in my thumb. However, I'm back in business and I have kind of ripped off the scabs as I've been shuffling doing these monthlies, so it's been pretty interesting. However, let's jump into our read. I want to give you guys a great big welcome back to the fam. High fives, dabs, lots of love, Capricorns. Thank you so much for all your love, likes, shares, and subscribes, kind words, emails, and hits on the gram. If you have not joined our family and you'd like to join our family, please feel free to. We'd love to have you be a part of it. All right, we will be focusing on the general energies that are surrounding you at the moment. As I'm looking at your cards, I see a lot of blue, baby. It is time to speak from your heart. It is time to open up your mouth and tell somebody how you're feeling, Cappy. All right, let's look at the horse first. The horse is your power animal, and this is telling you, this is what happens when you're tired. This is telling you, you have the power to change. You got that wild freedom coming through. Mutual respect and awareness is headed your way. True power and wisdom is found by remembering your course. There is a new journey on the horizon, and you need to ask yourself where you're feeling constricted, where do you need to move on, and where do you need more stamina. There's going to be an increase in clairvoyance for you, warning the possible danger. A lot of personal drive, passion, and freedom coming through. Also sexual energy. Think about the Italian stallion, the masculine energy that's coming in. And think about everything that the horse did to cultivate civilization. Without the horse, things would not be getting done. So you're like the workman. You're like doing all of the work. You're laying all the foundation, and you have taken on a lot of responsibility, Capricorn. All right, with that being said, the spirit that is walking with you is the spirit of wisdom. You're getting divine guidance from your higher power, and it's interceding for you. This is being realistic in your expectations and recognizing our destiny when we meet it. Respecting the potential of all people and creatures in all things, understanding truth, progress through difficulties, and facing your doubts. What signs do you notice? Animals, numbers, songs, etc. These are going to be leading you as your clairvoyance is increasing. The way that you're going to work with this energy is by using the elder. An elder is telling you, confidence is entering your power, standing strong. You're a leader. Make a stand in life. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. You are a teacher and a leader in the deepest sense of the words, and you are a beacon for others. So sometimes you might find yourself alone or tired, but know what you're doing is making a difference in the lives of many. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve, supporting others to reach their dreams. Even if you've been in the background before, it's not time for you to be in the background anymore. It's time for you to come to the forefront. It's time to be in the light, my friend. All right, Warrior of the Heart. I love this card, guys. You have the radiant spirit of a warrior of the light. Be impeccable in all your actions. No matter what others believe, the Creator always knows the truth. This isn't the time to be timid and pull back. So you've gotten that twice. The elder is telling you to come to the forefront. That is your time to shine. The warrior of the heart is telling you, come on, baby, don't be shy. Immense courage is feeling inside of you. Throw your shoulders back, step forward, and take a risk. Honor your truth and speak up for yourself. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means just that. You fear less. Acknowledge that you're frightened and take action. Face your anxieties and go beyond your boundaries. Unlimited perceptions of yourself. Through your example, many people will find and act on their truth. You are a light bearer. I kind of get the feeling, Cappy, that you are leading this month. You are the one in control in a lot of situations, whether it be work, love, or family. You are the driving force. And so a lot of people are looking to you for some guidance and for some insight. With that being said, this is about breaking through patterns and running from the past, going towards the future, following the spirit of wisdom. Okay? So, before we get started, I want to tell you I do have something special for you. Also, at the end of our read, I will be tying it all together using a new oracle card from the Sacred Sites Oracle deck, which was a gift. Thank you very much, friend. Alrighty. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm having like super bad heartburn. We are going to be using the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra, Tabatha, Cicero to look at the general energies that are going for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. As I cut the deck, because I have already pre-shuffled, I have the King of Discs. This is you, Cappy, with the 8 of Wands. Swift action, movement, and communication. You are like on your phone right now, constantly texting somebody more than likely, or having communication, online communication. A lot of online communication is going on, whether for business or for pleasure. All right. Saint Cicero shows the energy that you have for Capricorn for the month of February. Let the message be clear. And that is it. Okie dokie, let me move these out the way. In the past, you were the Prince of Arrows. In the present, we have the Queen of Cups. The hidden influence is the Two of Discs, searching for balance. The advice is the Princess of Disc. And your outcome is Strength reversed. Your overall energy is the King of Disc with the 6 of Wands. And I swear this goes with you with the Empress. There's some energy going on right here. Okay, so there's a bunch of characters you got going on. You got a lot of people involved in your situation and a lot of energies coming through. In the past, I feel like you shot down the queen, that's for sure. You got somebody through friendship, actually. I feel like in the past you were being very communicative. You were telling people exactly what you're feeling, and you were very confident, okay? In a minute, we're going to clarify and see what exactly Era had to say. However, I feel like he's shooting down the queen. This queen is a very intuitive woman or male, whatever water sign or whoever is intuitive that you know. This is who you're focused on at the present moment. You are thinking about this individual very much, and it's almost like they want to offer you their cup, but they haven't fully decided yet. Now, in the hidden influence, we have the Two of Discs. This is balance. Either you're trying to balance family, work, relationship, or 2 relationships. Because a lot of times when I see this Two of Discs, I think of too many people in the relationship. Now, the energy that I'm picking up, I kind of pick up Cappy, you got a lot going on. Now, the advice is to protect what's important to you, whether it be your work, your money, your love, whatever it is. She's got her hands on her sacred spot. My question to you, Capricorn, is what are you going to protect? What are you going to hold sacred? Because the Princess of Disc is all about getting the harvest, all right? Now, the possible outcome that we have going on is Strength reversed, meaning I think you might be overpowered by something and the balance is kind of difficult to deal with. You could be actually even dealing with a fire sign, to be honest, that it's like it's overpowering you and it's overwhelming the situation. However, your overall energy, you are the King of Discs. I do see victory, and I do see you with your Empress. I do think you're going to make a decision or a choice if you have like more than one relationship going on right now. You're going to narrow it down to somebody who exhibits the signs of being very creative, very intuitive, and a good mother. And those are the things that you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. You're looking to balance yourself, and that's what's needed anyways. Balance is really, really, really needed in this situation. Oh, and I still see a lot of blue, so I really think that you need to speak from your heart this month, Capricorn. All right, I want to see what Era has to say. Show me the energy behind Era. What does the Prince of Arrows want Capricorn to know? The 10 of Arrows. All right, so this is a situation. This is a clearing of energy. You had to get the heck out of there. Everything went downhill. All the communication went bad, whatever it was. However, it can only go up from there. So it's basically like you were like, you know what? This isn't working for me. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next thing. And you walked away. And you're shooting something else down. Let's see what the Queen of Cups has to say. And I kind of feel like this is like just quick communication that's going on. Oh, they don't even want to shuffle. Come on, guys. Queen of Cups. You have a fire sign coming through the Cherub of Wands, wanting to let you know that there was action that needed to take place with this queen. I feel like the queen either gave you insight to a situation or she's shedding light on why things went bad, okay? Or why the communication broke down. And it was because it was just time for a new beginning, my friend. Capricorns, enjoy it. Some things were just meant to end. Whatever it was in the past that did not work out, the dancer of beginning is saying, let's dance where you once saw an ending. It is now a true beginning. The Queen of Cups either assisted with that situation or she is the new beginning, depending on how you fall in the situation. All right? And we have to get balance. And let's see what the Princess of Disc has to say. Show me the energy behind the Princess of Disc. What is the advice? Yeah, I don't want to shuffle anymore. What is the advice for the Princess of Disc? All right. You better protect what's important to you, because if not, you will regret it. I think that's what she really wants you to know, is you're going to have to learn to balance, because if not, you're going to be looking around like you're living in a freaking nightmare because you're overpowered by something. Okay? So there has to be balance. It's a new beginning. You're starting something new, Capricorn, and it's fun and it's exciting and you really just can't wait to do it. Whatever it is, you're super excited about it. But if you don't learn balance and you don't protect what's important to you, you're not guarding what's important to you, your little happy home isn't going to be so happy because you have people watching. So someone's either watching your partner, you're watching someone else, or you have family stuff going on. It's something that's throwing off the home life right here, because this is like not being able to appreciate what you have going on and thinking like, oh, maybe I need more, maybe I need this, which is going to leave you feeling overpowered. You have to remember that you are the king. You do have victory and you have people that are there to support you. Okay, Cappy? I don't know if that makes any sense. I feel like I should clarify even more. Let me think. In a work situation, this was almost like somebody brought you information which blew up the whole situation. You might have left your position and started a new position. You're still having to learn balance. You're learning from the outside in, and you're feeling overwhelmed. For those of y'all who do not have a love situation, this could be related to work. In a love situation, I'm just going to tell you, it's a new thing. You're really excited about it. You're trying to balance stuff, but you're looking at it from a distance and you're not sure if you're going to be able to handle everything. Your overall energy is you are the king. You will have your victory and you will have your queen. You have got to learn how to balance. So in order to, let's see how we can work with this Two of Discs. Answering the call. Huh. Literally, pick up the phone. I'm just kidding. Answering the call. I love this card because I always think of, somebody actually picking up the phone and saying hello. You've been called. If you've been waiting for your life to shift, the wait is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, your spirit guides, ancestors, and loved ones who have passed on are sending you messages of love and healing. You've been called, and a gateway is opening for communication from the spiritual realms now and in the days ahead. Signs from spirit will be all around, okay? Cherish the here and now and know that no matter what concerns you may have in the deepest sense, you are ready. Believe, follow the signs, and miracles will abound. Your time is now. This is what you've been waiting for, Capricorn. You've been waiting for it for a while. Enjoy it, but learn to take it all in balance. You can't just like run from one thing to the next. Let one thing end before you begin the other one. Then you're going to answer the call. Then it won't feel so overwhelming, because this is almost like an overwhelming energy. Okay, Capricorn. So to bring this all in together, we're going to be using the Sacred Sites Oracle cards, and yours is called Gelling. And the energy focus is transition. And this is in Vigile, Denmark. And if I say it wrong, I so apologize. So this right here is your past, this is your present, and this up here is your future. So in the past, on this card, Odin, which is the Capricorn god in my deck, how fitting, right? Odin is the hangman, and the hangman is represented by the Capricorn god in my deck. The god of shamans is seen riding the 8-legged spirit horse. Did we have? Oh no, that was another card. Sorry. Sleipnir, who is the ability to venture into the underworld, which we have a horse on this card. Odin is one of the first of the male Aesir gods and the father of many, including Thor, the god of thunder, whose hammer was rival to the cross of Christ in the medieval Scandinavia. In those days, it was believed that thunderclaps were the sound of the mighty. Okay, so what has caused you to be afraid in the past? Acknowledge those fears. They are no longer welcome on your path that you walk. How realistic are they, and how have they served any purpose? For example, allowing you to stay within familiar and comforting patterns of behavior. Make the sacrifices that are necessary in order to remove these unwanted companions from your journey, okay? Because that's what's going to get in the way right here. These are all those old patterns that are going to get in the way, causing, because you're not protecting what's important, and so you're letting things get in, and then you will feel overpowered, okay? Now, at the present time, contemplate the 2 burial mounds, the rune inscribed stones on the card. One stone at Jelling was dedicated in the 10th century by King Harald Bluetooth's father, Gorm the Old, to his wife, Thyra, and the other inscribed by Harold in the honor of his parents. Okay, so it's kind of like torn between the parents and the lovers. And it goes on to explain the difference between Christianity and religion and things of that nature. But what it's asking you is, in your life, do you need to change from one way of thinking to another? Is there something in your life that you're afraid of bringing into the open? Have you agreed to something that it is not your truth to protect yourself and others, or to keep the peace? This is the time of transition, of seeing the world from a new perspective. So this is where you're at, Capricorn. You got an opportunity at a new beginning. You got the call. You're answering the call. You're kind of stuck right here mid-world, and you don't know if it's going to be good or if it's going to be a nightmare. However, you feel overpowered. It's like a lot of energy. I don't feel like it's negative energy, because I have the 6 of Wands, which is your victory. And I kind of feel like you have either some fire ties going on with you, with the 3 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and strength. But I feel like there's this energy that's coming in, and it's overwhelming for you. So your potential is Odin's ravens flew across the 9 worlds, returning to tell of all they had learned. They escort you now as you explore different paths. Perhaps they will guide you as you transition to the new ways of the ancients. The pagan gods were replaced by Jesus Christ, carved at the top of the world tree. Okay? But Odin and the old ways live on in nature through the memory, thoughts, create memories, and keep that creation alive in meditation, connecting the world tree. Slide down to its root and question your beliefs, okay? This is you having to go back and see, does this really fit with what I'm doing? Okay? What's been handed down to you from your parents or from their parents? How strong are your roots? That's what they want to know, is how long are you going to be hanging in the midst before you make your decision, all right? So Capricorn, that is what's going on in your situation. That's what's causing this little bit of looking at everything like, is this really for me? Is this really what I want? You know, because you have this opportunity. It's this new beginning. Everything is really going well. You have this victory. You're getting everything you want, but it's almost like you're afraid to go all the way through it. Okay, now I'm looking at your numbers just to make sure I didn't lose anything. I got a 10, a 2, a 3, and a lot of people. So you might have like a lot of people wrapped up in the situation, whether you have children, whether it's your family members or your parents, but there's something going on that's trying to keep you back. The thing is what this is trying to tell you is, don't sacrifice your own happiness to fit into the mold of what others believe you should be like. This is your opportunity, Capricorn, to live your life the way you want to live it. Jump on your horse and break free and embrace the life that you've longed for. All right, guys, that's the read that I have for you for the month of February. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, romantic, full of love Valentine's Day, and you take advantage of the Sweetheart Special. Shoot me out an email so I can get started on your read. All right, guys, big love, lots of hugs, take care, and until next week, bye.